Forget opinions. Today, we're going to just dive straight in. I want to share the top 5 regrets that people have when making a move to Atlanta. I wanted to do this video because I recently caught up with a past client. When she moved here, we became fast friends, and in catching up with her recently and talking, she expressed how happy she is with living here, and that while she doesn't regret the move as a whole, there are definitely some things that she wished she knew ahead of time or that are just a little bit different than she anticipated. So I just want you to be prepared, right? So that when you're making the move here, you feel like you have all of the information. That's basically what this is about. And there's actually gonna be 6, not 5, but the last one I don't feel like is actually a regret. It's just something I feel is important for you to know. So without further ado. Number 1 is underestimating the traffic. No, we're not LA, we're not New York, but we are Atlanta and traffic is annoying. I also realize in talking to people that aren't from here, I think people in Georgia tell time a little bit differently. Here in Georgia, if you're going to someone's house or better yet, you're going to work, you don't actually think of that in terms of distance, like it's only 10 miles. You think of that more in terms of time because 10 miles could mean 10 minutes or 10 miles could mean an hour. Between I-285 and the parking lot known as I-85, you'll learn that Google Maps ETA is a general estimate. That red line will creep up real quick. During the day, it's not that bad, but during rush hour in the morning or in the evening, it can get absolutely unbearable. If you're one of those people that are able to do remote work, or maybe you can have flexible hours working, 6 to 3 or 7 to 4, that is gonna be key. But if you're a traditional worker that needs to go in 5 days a week, 8 to 5, you're definitely going to want to either A, consider your commute hugely in where you're living and make sure that you're okay with the hour or 2-hour drive, or you're going to want to make sure that you're living close proximity to your job. The second regret that I have heard on more than one occasion is I moved to the wrong suburb. Suwanee sounded perfect online and doing the research on paper, but then when they got here, they realized that maybe the slower pace of life of Milton or the urban vibe of Alpharetta is definitely more what they were looking for. If that's you, I'll link a video here so you can check that out a little bit more. Picking a suburb without fully understanding the community, the schools, the people, the commute that you're gonna be a part of, it can really lead to regret. That's why you don't just Zillow your way through a move. That's why I spend so much time asking questions when you're actually talking to me directly and thinking about making a move. What does a weekend look like for you? Or better yet, what do you want a weekend to look like when you're moving here? What are you doing? Are you out and about going shopping and eating, or you want to lounge and have a little bit slower pace of life? Do you want to be 5 minutes from Target or 20? I can find you a house almost anywhere, but the area has to pass the vibe check first. The number 3 regret that I've heard people mention is that they completely underestimated the heat and more the humidity. Right now it's 94 degrees outside, but the feels like is 103. Georgia heat isn't just hot, there's like moisture in the air. It makes your skin feel sticky or tacky. It melts the makeup right off your face, and forget a good hair day. But we don't shovel snow here. Yeah, sure, you might sweat in July, but you're not gonna freeze to death in December. We go into the most beautiful fall weather where I would stay all year if I could, eating dinners on the porch or going for hikes. Our winters are relatively mild, especially compared to quite a few other states in the area. Yes, we had the little snowpocalypse of 2015 that we will never live down, but that's not an every year thing. Let me put it to you this way. My kids are playing outside pretty much year round. Number 4 kind of takes me back to telling time in traffic. I've realized that a lot of people really underestimate the suburban sprawl of Metro Atlanta. Everything is 25 minutes away. Sure, you're not technically far from the city, but Atlanta's suburban reach is massive. My version of close to the airport is still 45 minutes on a good day, and 10 minutes to Target or the coffee shop is extremely close. If you think you're going to miss walking to the coffee shop as you drive 12 minutes to Target, trying to pretend it's the same, then we need to focus on a couple of key places. You'll still be car dependent for the most part, even in more urban areas, unless you're in the true downtowns of each of the microcities. They all have them, you just have to be close to them. But keep in mind, whether it was for the schools or the sprawling yards, there's a reason you chose to move to the suburbs to start with. Number 5, thinking it's the South means incredibly low cost of living. For the longest time, states in the South, including Georgia, were substantially more affordable. And I'm not just talking about housing, I'm talking about overall. Over the past 5 years, Georgia has experienced substantial increases just like the rest of the country. So if you think that you're going to move here and get a steal of a deal, you might want to do a little bit more research. In comparison to LA, New York, even Charlotte now, we're still a deal, and a lot of times you're getting a lot more for your money, even if it might not be cheap. You've got larger lot sizes or larger homes, and most importantly, many times a better quality of life. So this last one I wasn't really sure if I should even mention, because to me it's not a true regret, but it's something that I hear people mention often, and so I felt like I should share it, and that's not finding your people right away. I find some people move here and they're homesick, they miss their friends, they miss their family, they feel like they're not finding their tribe right away here. Community takes time, and moving to a brand new place where you don't know anyone can feel isolating. But you have me. We do fun get-togethers, ice cream socials, and dinners. I try to get people together, especially if maybe you're coming from similar areas of the country, so that you guys can have something similar here. And I'll share a few of my secrets. Some of the best ways to get plugged in is actually in the schools and in the neighborhoods. If you have kids, having them on sports teams, or being room mom, or if you're really brave, joining the PTA, you will meet more moms than you ever wanted to. And during the summer, going to the neighborhood pool or joining the pickleball game helps you get to know your neighbors. Don't think too much on it. I'm horrible and they still let me play. Just get out there and meet new people. Making a move is a big step, and I hope this video helped to give you some guidance. And if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me directly. I'm here to talk. You can reach me at ashley@myhaventeam.com or shoot me a DM over on Instagram. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.